All right, I'm just going to repeat what I have explained about posting the evidence. First thing, you have to go to shared drives. You go to resources, inspections and accreditations, Abu Dhabi Department of Education, evidence, distance learning. Now we go to evidence lists. Our focus is going to be in zone B, but let me explain about what we need to post in zone A first. In zone A, we're going to post for the well-being, the workload. So if you have any messages from parents on ClassDojo, on WhatsApp, or by email, if they asked about like the number of assignments to reduce or to give extra assignments for a certain topic, you need to put it in zone A, well-being workload. Okay, and the name of the file should be as mentioned here. It is very important to name the same type. So well-being, for example, comma, workload, comma, let's say class dojo message, comma, English, math, or science, comma, grade 2, 19 and 20. So this is for the workload. Now for planning and delivery, you need to post in B1 the learning methods and the ease of access. Let me explain. The learning methods, it means all the lesson plans, the recordings, the live session slides, like any kind of planning you did. So you post their videos. Okay, and for the live sessions, slides, PowerPoints, recordings, videos, lesson plans, whatever, you name them as learning methods, comma, and then you put their type. For example, if it's a slide, if it's a PowerPoint, if it's a lesson plan, whatever. Okay, and the subject and the grade. Now the ease of access, it means the kinds of resources that you use to help the students solve their assignments. For example, certain websites, certain videos, okay, to help them solve their assignments. And you post it also here in the same folder B1. Okay. Now we go to B2, which is sharing intended learning outcomes. Here you have to post your learning outcomes, okay, the objectives of the lessons, and it's usually in the beginning of every recording, okay, and it's also in the lesson plans, of course. So you highlight in the lesson plans the learning outcomes, and in the recordings you can also post the recordings there. And in modifications, we have to post the live sessions, reteach, because some of us prepared slides about the live sessions, reteach, and you just name it there as I showed you in the meeting as an example. Now we go to zone to B again, but for B4, it's monitoring and assessing learning. So any type of assessment, for example, our grade books, Google Forms summary, or even the classroom spreadsheet, you can screenshot and you can post there. And also the naming is very important, and for the feedback as well. So for the feedback, whatever kind of feedback you gave your students, whether in the private comments in classroom, whether a sheet or a assignment that you have checked and you gave feedback on, please also post in feedback. And I just want to make sure for the learning outcomes. Okay. So as I said, learning outcomes has to be in the sharing intended learning outcomes. Okay, in 1, B.2.1, just the objectives, yeah. All right. Now, this is what you need to focus on. And I also told you about Zone C, that you only need to put their parental communication. It means messages on ClassDojo where you guided parents to access a certain assignment or live sessions or whatever. Now, I'll go back to show you where to post the evidence. This is the folder for evidence. Now, Zone A, we said you're going to only do the workload, which is here, well-being. And here you will post for the workload, okay? And as I said, you will see that some people already put B point what, I don't know what. This is wrong. You just name as I told you and as is mentioned in the list. Now, for Zone B, so we have to be putting in planning and delivery our lesson plans, our recordings, our videos, our slides. Okay, and we name them properly, and the ease of access also goes in this folder. Okay, in teaching and monitoring. And we will have the assessments in monitoring and assessing, and the gradebooks and the feedback. And we will have the sharing in learning outcomes, as I said in this one, for modifications. And for the learning outcomes modifications, as I explained, it could be the live sessions, reteach slides, and it could be messages from parents asking you to teach again a certain assignment or a certain concept. Okay, it could be a ClassDojo message, a WhatsApp message, or an email. And for Zone C, I'm going to just show you. For Zone C, you have to be using communication and engagement, and you post there any parental communication by showing them how to access a certain assignment. As I said, it could be here, and this is how you name them. For the naming, I prefer you check all the files that I have named. Yani, when you see grade 2, it means this is me. So follow the same naming. Or as Ms. Estelle suggested, which is a good idea, you go to the list, you copy paste the name, and you edit it there. Okay, thank you so much. And if you have any question, you can ask me on the WhatsApp group.